Tonight, we're learning one of the largest COVID-19 outbreaks in Utah was actually larger than originally disclosed by local health departments.
In a Fox 13 News investigation, Sydney Glenn shows us how outbreaks are reported in Utah and why the public did not know that a beef plant employee died from coronavirus this summer.
A small Catholic church in Hiram, Utah, has become a safe haven for those impacted by COVID-19.
They used a little phrase from the Bible that said, give them something to eat, feed them.
This summer, hundreds of workers at the JBS beef plant became sick with coronavirus. St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church became their lifeline.
Chicken, meat, like beef, and then we have milk, we have eggs.
More than 400 baskets of food like this were handed out.
First thought, how am I going to help all of these people that are coming to us because we have no funds? But people have been surprisingly generous.
Father Rogelio Felix and the church are still helping people who suffered from the JBS outbreak, helping with hospital bills and mortgage payments, and with this food.
It's not only the fact that they got sick with COVID, it's everything that comes after the fact with that.
In the midst of the outbreak, the Bear River Health Department reported 385 people contracted COVID-19 from JBS. But a report obtained by Fox 13 News from the Utah Occupational Safety and Health Division, or OSHA, shows there were actually 441 people who got sick and one person who died.
The main discrepancy comes because a lot of the cases in that report come from residents of Weber Morgan Health Department.
An epidemiologist for the Bear River Health Department says the number of cases they shared were only for the people who lived in the Bear River Health Department's district. A spokesperson for the Utah Department of Health says that's how outbreaks are investigated.
The most important thing about these outbreaks is not necessarily that every single agency that's involved is reporting the exact same number. The most important thing about these outbreaks is that they're caught and they're addressed with public health interventions.
When outbreaks cross county lines, the state health department spokesperson says they keep track. Yet the numbers being released to the public on outbreaks have been coming from the local health departments.
And when it comes to reporting areas that draw from data from multiple counties, such as the JBS outbreak, I think more work can be done to unify that reporting.
Many people never knew that someone died because of this disease here, because that person did not live within the Bear River Health Department's jurisdiction. A spokesperson for JBS said in part, the team member who passed away was a faithful employee and friend. She went on to say that the company provided life insurance and additional compensation to that person's family. It's been a few months now since this room was filled with food, but it's not empty because this church is still a safe haven, pulling people up and helping all those impacted by COVID-19.
It was very incredible to see all the support that came from all kinds of people.
In Hiram, Sydney Glenn, Fox 13 News, Utah.
To go along with Sydney's report, the OSHA report also concluded there was insufficient evidence that the plant told anyone to work after a positive COVID-19 diagnosis. No citations were issued. A JBS spokesperson says the company has increased worker pay and implemented hundreds of safety measures.